A democracy, a beacon of hope for the
What's a
world
beacon?
to now be turned into
That's a beacon.
one of the worst countries where the military are in our streets without any regard.
Did she
for
just
people's
call our
constitutional
country one of the
rights,
worst?
while our president is spending millions of dollars prompting himself
Millions of dollars.
like a failed dictator with a military parade.
Sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious.
Do we have to pretend these people have a point of view?
Block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country. They're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Stupid! You're so stupid!
That's how much of a traitor Jihad Omar is. I mean, you already saw that from the introduction. Yes, it is I, the Robozoid, your semi-likable and occasionally tolerable curmudgeon of the Rumble and ScrewTube airwaves. And you know something? We have to talk once again about Jihad Omar and, of course, Tlaib the Slob. Rashida Tlaib, the liberal jihadist snob. We have to talk about them, particularly Jihad Omar, because this woman apparently is a terrorist lover. She is apparently the world's biggest terrorist lover, because now she's all pissed off and boohoo whining and crying about President Trump actually going into Iran and actually taking out all of the nuclear capabilities that Iran once had, and also the airstrike against them that actually ended up killing the Ayatollah Khomeini. So apparently, yeah, she's not very happy with that, and we might as well get into that because this woman is an obvious jihadist. She is a terrorist lover. I mean, it's even stated in one email that I'm not going to read to you. I don't have to read it to you. You already know what it is by chance if you've been on X lately. But we have to talk about this story because this woman is unhinged and out of control. She's been exposed for what she really is, a jihadist lover, the enemy within. She truly is. She is nothing but danger and evil. And quite honestly, every act that she has ever committed as a supposed congresswoman seems to warrant impeachment. And she's committed every impeachable offense in the book. Not just impeachable, but deportable. So, yeah, I think this woman deserves to be deported as soon as possible. But apparently Jihad Omar is not the only one who is disheartened, disillusioned, and also despondent over the idea that, well, Trump did something that neither Biden nor Obama could do or would do, and that was take out the Iranian nuclear arsenal as well as Ayatollah Khomeini. So, yeah. That's what's ruffling her feathers. Oh, and speaking of feathers being ruffled, well, the clucking hens of the Spew are not happy about it either. You see, they think that President Trump should have gone to Congress to get their approval to see if it would be okay to take out Iran's nuclear facility as well as Ayatollah Khomeini. Yeah, really, I'm not even joking about that. Luckily, the guest host on the Spew actually does set the clucking hens straight. Or at least tries to anyway. You know how stubborn they are. I mean, if they're not happy about this achievement and they're so disappointed and disillusioned that, that the Ayatollah has been taken out, then you know what? Nothing will satisfy them. And I think that's what we're looking at here. The fact that the left cannot be satisfied with anything Trump's doing. Did I just spit? Oh, sorry about that. But in any case, let's take a look at the clucking hens of the Spew and see why they have their feathers ruffled as well.
I don't have any confidence that Donald Trump has any sort of plan. Maybe he has concepts of a plan, but he does not have any sort of plan.
Just to mention the other presidents that have gone in without congressional approval of Biden, Obama, Clinton, George H.W. Reagan. So I would be more upset that Congress has ceded this power than mad that the president didn't check with Congress.
Well, I'm mad about all of it.
I think we can.
I'm mad about all of it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit because unfortunately, at least at this time, that's all the video that I have. So I guess I'm going to have to play you audio right now until I can actually get some more video. And then we can really get down with this, with the clucking hens on the spew, as they actually have, of all people, a former host of the show, a former co-host of the show, and that was Elizabeth Hasselbeck. She actually was invited on this time, and I don't think she's going to get invited back on after this exchange. So without further ado, let's listen in.
They're going to support it if the president of the United States does not make a case and really explain.
You're still fat on. You're still fat, Anna.
And look, I'm not an Iran expert, and I'm not going to pretend that because I spent 2 days watching former generals on CNN explaining.
Yeah, don't try to pretend to be an expert like A-Hole C did.
I'm a regular American, and I can tell you my reaction.
You are a regular Mexican.
Mixed feelings.
You are a regular Mexican, and you're fat, and you're fat.
I shared in the celebration of so many Iranians around the world, and including in the United States. I thought of
you're a regular Mexican, and you fat.
Masa Amini, the journalist who was
Masa
Sukasa and cruelly, brutally killed. I thought of Vida Rabani. I thought of my friend Tamal Ganyan, whose uncle was executed by the Ayatollahs in 79. And
so why are you so pissed off now?
But I also have such anxiety. I am furious that we are going into war yet again.
We're not going into war.
I am furious that the American people have not been brought into this. I am furious that we are doing this alone. Yes, Israel is part of it, but I look at Donald Trump and I look at
yeah, Sleepy Gonzalez. Do you have any more to add to this?
Think politically, they benefit from war. Netanyahu is facing criminal charges for corruption back home.
Sorry, these walls are not very soundproof.
Numbers and Epstein files that are not, and we will not let go away. And so,
who cares about the Epstein files at this point? Who cares about the Epstein files? Jesus, that is old news, and that's all you care about right now at a time when we just took out Iran's nuclear capability facilities, and we just took out the worst of them all, and that was Ayatollah Khomeini, or Ayatollah Khomeini, whatever the fuck his name was, Ayatollah Khomeini. I mean, that's all you care about is the Epstein files. Is that so, Anna Fatso? Because you know what? You are a Fatso Navarro, and honestly, I don't know why you're still on this program. Now, if you'll shut up and let Elizabeth Hasselbeck do some talking, maybe you might actually, God forbid, learn something. But I doubt it.
That's where a lot of Americans are. That we're happy that the Ayatollah is dead. He's brutal regime.
No, you're not.
Let me just say one more thing.
You couldn't be more despondent. Ayatollah is dead.
Changed since Venezuela. I think Venezuela. I think he thought Venezuela was incredibly successful. And
yeah, he took out Maduro, he took out Ayatollah, and you can't be happy for 1 second. You are an idiot.
Maduro was a piddly little third world dictator. Venezuela is not Iran. Iran has terrorist cells.
No, but Venezuela did have a drug problem.
Venezuela was one and done. They went in there, they extricated.
You don't know what you're talking about.
He's already told us it could be 4 or 5 more weeks of strikes. We are seeing retaliation by the Iranians that the Venezuelans didn't have the ability to do. So I think that
I can't believe she doesn't shut up. Let Hasselbeck talk. You invited her on, so let her talk, stupid. Well, let's skip this shit.
From Anna on this and your ability to broadly think about it and have heart in it. I also think it's very easy to have political concussion at this point, where I actually had a concussion a year ago. One of the
she said it. We didn't.
Where you can't see the depth of what is going on because you're just being constantly barraged by information or political opinion, and now war. Understandably, the Americans are fatigued.
I like her. She's cool.
That, right? We sit here, we know the repercussions of it, including the death, and I do want to say our hearts are with the families of those fallen soldiers. Your sacrifice will not be squandered. This war will be won. I do think it's threefold. One, we have 47 million Iranian women who now have a hope of freedom. That's a good thing. Okay, we have a disgusting terrorist regime ended, and the people finally have hope to create their own nation again. Okay, so that's the hope.
Yeah, and you bitches on the left can't even be happy about that. You people are sorry. You really are the sorriest people on earth. And also the fact that you can't even stand up and applaud for the removal of Ayatollah Khomeini shows that you truly are sick people and you are just not human. You're clucking hens. Elizabeth Hasselbeck has it right, and the rest of you hens have it all wrong. I mean, you'll notice that even, what was her name? Sarah something? Sarah Hens, is that it? Yeah. She quit wearing her yellow ribbon. So what does that tell you? I mean, she's obviously become one of these leftist hens.
When we zoom out a geopolitical realm, okay, which is not my specialty either, but we have a ton of friends in the military who specialize in this. We see that this is actually avoiding a boots on the ground war with China when we are able to choke their oil supply, and the president and our military are exemplary in doing so right now. They've cut the oil supply from Venezuela, and they've now reduced it and choked the oil supply to China in Iran. And now what that does is presumably prevent China from having an absolute stronghold on the globe. So this is a strategic move geopolitically that we may not fully understand, but I absolutely trust that this is best for our nation, and we should be America first.
What makes you think that the regime...
Facts. Absolute facts. I mean, Elizabeth Hasselbeck nailed it. I mean, she just nailed it right on the head. And of course, you have Ana Navarro, the fatso, and of course, the tax cheat's wife, what's her name, Cloudy Holston, denying that all this is good, denying that this is actually a positive thing for the U.S. I mean, look at it now. We got China running scared because we actually managed to oust a dictator who basically had a tight grip on not just Iran, but probably the rest of the Middle East for the last 47 years. And these bitches can't even be grateful about it? I mean, where's their brains? Did their brains melt over the course of doing this stupid show? That's what I'd really like to know, because I think these people have totally lost it. When I get video footage of this, we'll probably continue this stuff, but I'm going to leave it at this for right now. It's good to have Elizabeth Hasselbeck back, and it's also good that she's still the same conservative lady, still the same supporter of American freedom and real liberties, and obviously is a true patriot, whereas the rest of the clucking hens are nothing but sick, evil harridans like Whoopi and Cloudy and Fatso and Blondie. You know, obviously they don't get it. Hasselbeck does get it. And I think she's better off now on Fox News or wherever she is today. So, yeah, I think definitely good for Elizabeth Hasselbeck. She nailed it. The other four looked dumbstruck and they didn't get it. Because, well, much like spayed cats, they don't get it. They don't understand that what President Trump did was probably the greatest thing that he could ever do in his administration, and that is oust a dictatorship that has threatened the world for the last 47 years. And they can't even be grateful about it. What a damn shame. I mean, what a fucking surprise, huh? Well, I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, well, you know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and above all else, check me out on YouTube over at Robazoid, at Robbie1976, and of course over on Rumble, where it's still Robazoid. So, hey, you get the best of both worlds, and you got nothing else to lose. To quote Kiss, you got nothing to lose. Whereas these bitches have everything to lose.